welcome back to the program. And of course, we have a little bit more news here for you. For this break, if you have heard, there's a little bit more policies going in, and I think it's probably during this time when they talk budget. And that's why a lot of numbers and a lot of projects that coming out this time. This one is about water management bid. Now there has been a bid to, creating, for example, reservoirs right here in Thailand, or the other, for example, building dikes, or creating water management plans to be able to give, a little bit better livelihoods for the rest of the people in the country here.
All this measurement, I believe, that will help us manage the water better.
Exactly, and with us facing flood quite a bit, so that
Not a bit.
Well, this year hadn't. Last year wasn't bad. We haven't seen flood. Well, not here in Bangkok anyway, but a few years back that was quite bad. Yes. I admit. Now they said that the Democrat Party spokesperson Kun Chawanont Interakomansut come out and said that the bid that has been going on for the water management bid has been a little bit worrisome, especially for the Democrat Party, because they're afraid that there's probably a bid rigging going on.
Okay.
But that's the thing, like these are once again speculation. Just give you information here in a nutshell. They said that the selection of bid winners for the project, there are 4 companies altogether at this point that passed the committee's technical criteria in 9 models. So they have, different projects, so on and so forth. They say that the government's sustainable water management projects comprise of 9 major plans, including the construction of reservoirs, dikes in waterways, especially for the Chao Phraya River, of course, a single command center, and a water management plans for 17 waterways nationwide. Now, of course, this involves a large sum of money. The 4 companies coming out already that's probably get it is ITD Power China joint venture. They got a highest score in 5 modules, while Korea Water Resources Corp, or K-Water from South Korea, passed in 2 modules. Loxley joint venture and Summit SUT joint venture got the highest points each in 2 remaining modules. Now they say that the thing that kind of tipped them off, and Kun Apisit Wechachiwa has come out and said this, that the thing is a lot of the projects or the bidders that have been handing in all these numbers in order to bid for these particular projects, the number was so close, like it's just obviously too close to the number that has been set, that they think that there's probably a little bit of
information leaking.
Exactly, because for example, I think one of them was perhaps the number was 5 billion, so on and so forth, but the numbers that has been put in by the bidder was 4.99 or something like that. So it's quite close, quite similar, but once again speculation. And they say that those people who did not get it, the bidders that did not get the deal, are the one that just kind of withdrawn themselves out.
Oh.
Not because they're not good enough, but they just decide in the last minute to say, you know what, I don't want it anymore.
So it sounds like there wasn't any fierce competition in terms of pricing.
Exactly.
So if there was
or
no
any competition at all
in terms of pricing, it means the government or Thailand didn't really get the base of the deal.
And normally when you do the bidding, you're trying to create that marketing competition. Like, you know what, I'm going to go lower so I will get that kind of thing. But once you are the only person in the competition, then you kind of like, okay.
Yeah, if the competitor mutually agree to just withdraw themselves, there's
mutually.
no more
That's the thing, mutually agree.
There's no more competition. Anyway, let's move on to the next. That's all the information we have on water management. Okay, now it's a little bit out there, a little bit hazy, a little bit politics. Theng Third Theng is one of the really famous comedian.
Right.
He got really famous from a game show in Channel 7.
Yeah, Channel 7.
Called Ching Roi Ching Lan.
He's with WorkPoint Entertainment.
Yeah,
so.
he's with WorkPoint Entertainment. And he become a big news over the weekend because he was doing this stand-up comedian at one of the politician birthday party, which that politician happens to be Pheu Thai party prominent politician. And one of the things he said that make it a really big news that he said that he wants Thaksin to come home. Now, a lot of people wonder why it become the big news. It become the big news because people that opposed Thaksin or Pheu Thai party said this is super inappropriate and they want to ban Theng, or they doesn't like what he said, why he said that, why he wants it, blah blah blah, whatever it is. It's so there's another development just yesterday.
I think that's
on yes, that's on Facebook. Ok Pan Thong Tha is like we mentioned him before in the 20 million baht incident. This in particular incident, he wrote on his Facebook page and said, if anyone want to see Thaksin come home, please click like to support Theng. And he said instead of wearing white mask, better just wear Theng mask.
Right.
So that's there, Theng mask. And I don't know if Theng's thrill or anything with this, but he went to the precinct, to the police station yesterday and said that he got some threat, life threat, because of him showing his, I don't know if it's him.
But he said something.
Yes, said something that a lot of people doesn't like, so he got a life threat, and he said he haven't touched his gun for 20 years. Now he have to go to bed with gun beside his side because he doesn't sure what's gonna happen. And some people use some video clips that he was in this particular game show Ching Roi Ching Lan and doctor it, edit it in a way that looks like he doing some kind of least majesty.
That he says something offensive.
That he says something or he do something that inappropriate and borderline violate the least majesty law. And he said obviously the clip is not authentic, but he just have to put it out there.
Right.
So life become a little too complicated and crazy when it's involved politics, especially if you are a person of public interest.
Exactly. And the thing is, I think with Kun Ok Pan Thong Tha put that picture out there, it's probably spur things even more for the people who are not really supporting Kun Thaksin.
I think it's still a little bit difficult in Thailand for any public person to pick side on politics.
Exactly.
In a lot of countries, it's okay, but I think it's in Thailand, it's safer.
It's
safer to just not saying anything out loud, even though you kind of show which.
I mean, we have a freedom of speech, but then the freedom's kind of,
it's kind of run the public crazy.
Exactly.
Anyway, we're going to take a short break and we'll come back. We'll have the political analysis with Kun Chen. Don't go anywhere.